All right, let us now move into our next main topic. This came, I believe, last Friday. Yeah, Friday. This comes to us from. Oh, let me get open. This comes to us from. I believe it is Hollywood Reporter. Their Heat Vision. This is basically like their blog about like scoops that they have. So they say that Peter Ramsey, who helped direct
Co-director.
uh Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, will helm at least one episode of Ahsoka. And then they say Rosario Dawson will star on the series, with Hayden Christensen as Vader. I don't know.
Interesting.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Ray Stevenson. So Peter Ramsey, so Into the Spider-Verse, obviously a great film. Really excited that he's joining um, this Mando verse and is going to direct an episode of Ahsoka. But I wanted to start an interesting conversation. So Into the Spider-Verse deals with the multiverse a little bit, right? Deals with some portals and stuff. You know what else has portals in Star Wars?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
World Between Worlds.
Stop. 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 Rewind.
I know it's a little far-fetched. I saw somebody say it, mentioned it on Twitter. Thoughts?
No, multiverse does not exist in Star Wars.
You know
Does not
Dave's gonna want to
exist.
put it in.
Well, no. Why would he do that? I
But
just
I
didn't see
also
it.
feel like that the other option could be, so the iconography behind the Ahsoka logo is the same as the Lothal Temple.
Well, between worlds. Ooh, sorry, I'm tired all of a
So
sudden.
my thing with that is that um since Ramsey has a lot of experience in animation, he could take kind of the animated world of what Lothal was and apply it to live action, maybe with by helping Dave. I don't know. So like with I don't know how much
Really? Oh.
influence these directors have when they direct these episodes, specifically of Mandoverse stuff. Because there does seem to be a distinct difference in quality between some directors. Like
Mhm.
every time Bryce Dallas Howard directs an episode, it just
It's
looks
always
better.
good. You always know.
Uh,
Well, not only that, you just know it's going to be good.
Rick Famuyiwa, like, always puts banners out, underrated banners.
Yep.
So, like, I wonder how much, you know, what's his face? The one that did Spike, Robert Rodriguez, hit or miss. It's been. Um, so I wonder if it's how much influence they have. So I'm really curious to see how this works out. Obviously, animation director. I don't know if he's directed anything in live action. I could have looked it up. But yeah, I'm. Why not? I love giving new directors chances. It's
Yeah.
Star Wars. It's how George. I mean, George was known, but like he wasn't
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm absolutely excited. Uh, was one of the things that was in the TikTok that I made. So, I don't know. Without like, because I didn't put my thoughts on. I didn't put my thoughts on the video, but I'm excited. Into the Spider Verse, top 3 Spider-Man movie. So
That's not a hot take at all. Might be a top 3 comic book film.
yes,
For a
I
lot of people,
agree.
it's the number one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really
Yeah.
reinvigorated people's joy of animation, or it really got people like to realize animated films are good.
Yeah.
Like animation's been great. That's probably like the majority of what I've watched as a kid was
Yeah.
animated stuff.
What's
Obviously,
funny is uh the the two best Spider-Man movies are the two that deal with the multiverse.
so I'm looking up
Interesting.
Peter Ramsey's IMBD right now, and I wanted to look at what is he. Uh, yeah, I don't think he's done a lot of. He's done a lot of animated stuff, so that's really interesting. That he's getting a. Yeah, he's done some stuff. He's done some stuff in live action. He was the second unit director on live action films like Godzilla, Tank Girl, Higher
Nice.
Learning, and Poetic Justice. So yeah, he's gonna get a big chance in live action, obviously, but
Yes.
that's what Star Wars is, man. It's a great way,
Mhm.
and obviously, I think what really excites me is he's creative. Obviously,
Yes.
with Into the Spider Verse, they had some creative stuff there. Obviously, some visually very stunning things.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I'm excited to see how we can craft that. Stagecraft, you can do really anything with that volume technology, and it's
Yeah.
only going to get better and better. So I'm really excited to see how he shoots it. But yeah, I just asked about the World Between Worlds because like connection kind of.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
so you're a big no on that. I think we're both
No.
no's on that in
No.
general.
No multiverse, please. Not only would that not make sense for Star Wars, just the conversation that brings is.
Like it's fine in Rebels because Rebels is, and I say this about Clone Wars too. They're both, even though they're more mainstream now, they're still very niche shows. Like they have a niche audience. It's not. I think Clone Wars maybe more so has reached and bridged into the wider audience, but Rebels hasn't. Yeah, I think you would agree with that. That's fair.
Yeah.
So like only really Star Wars, like people who focus on it know about the World Between Worlds. So
Mhm.
like if you brought that into the general public, it'd be like, what, what,
Yeah.
why? So
Yeah.
like I could see Ramsey pulling it off, but like
Mhm.
I just don't want that conversation. I agree with you. It
No.
it it brings up so many bad discussions.
Like here's my thing is like I couldn't give two
Maybe in a
pieces of
flashback,
shit.
but
No,
that's about it.
I couldn't give two doses of shit if he pulls it off right. It's just the conversation that's gonna bring regardless is just not worth it. It's not. And just because everyone's gonna be saying, because like I ran into this today, um of a guy saying that in his opinion the sequel trilogy was not canon. And I had to explain to him that's not how opinions work. And he was like, "Well, yeah, but it's my opinion that they aren't canon." I was like, "Well, again, not how that works. Maybe if you worked at Disney, I could give some credibility to that, but anyway, it's a thing that's just like if you bring the multiverse into Star Wars, I'm sorry, that brings just the worst kind of conversation.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Maybe we're living in a universe where only the original trilogy happened. Maybe episode 3 happened too.
Yeah. Um. So basically, I think both our final thoughts. I think, or I'll just cap mine up. Really excited. I'm always excited for new directors in Star
Yeah.
Wars. Really curious to see how he translate his animation directed into live action. But he's got a great cast. He's got a great person, two great people overseeing it.
Yes.
John's going to be an executive producer on this, but I think this is more Dave's project. This is Dave's baby, so I
Dave's
think he
baby.
will be very protective. But he'll also excited to see Ramsey's creativity shine in live action.
Yeah.
So, you got any final thoughts on this?
No. Just can't wait to see it. Hope it's true.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully it is true. Hopefully, yeah. Lucasfilm keeps him on.